Fashion friends and family, this is Stacy Stube here from Sew Bromo and Elsa Fitzgerald Studio. I am so excited! Okay, a little hyper for early in the morning, but we finished our introduction to sewing training. We did 2 back-to-back sessions, which was a lot on Nicole. She did a fantastic job. She's our main educator for that particular training. The students loved it, and actually I just love seeing or hearing adults say, I'm so excited and this is so much fun. Of course, you know, they struggled to sort of get used to the sewing machine, which is really natural, and that's why we wanted to be that sort of support so they can get through the process. So they made, yes, a pair of pants and a t-shirt, and the really great thing is that all 7 of them, it seemed, wanted to take the next classes and they just couldn't wait to get started. I want to do a big shout out to Gregory Cox. Thank you so much for donating that beautiful fabric from, I believe it's from Kendor, and a lot of the students just commented on how beautiful the fabric was and they got to use it to make their t-shirts. So I've just started organizing the supplies and packing them away. It's so fun to see that behind me there's this sort of fleet of wonderful sewing machines, and behind there we have where we had our introduction to sewing training. And when the students were in session, it was interesting to look at them learning and sitting on the machines, but it felt like a garment factory with new beginner sewers. But they were laughing and having a great time, and in a garment factory it's not common to be laughing and having a good time. You're always hurrying and at a constant state of stress, and there's this humming of machines that is so rushed. And as I've always said, is that I want Sew Bromo to be a home for people to learn to sew. I don't want them to feel rushed, and yeah, we do have challenging exercises that we are kind of inspiring you and challenging you to do, but you don't feel like your job is at stake because you have to produce so much product. I made a joke during our session and said, hey guys, you're taking too long. We need to push out 500 units today that needs to go out for shipment. And I do remember that feeling where, you know, we had to hit these deliverables and targets at the expense of, you know, unfortunately people going to the bathroom. And I'm really glad that within this new space, what we have is Sew Bromo's Fashion Factory Land. We can get a sense of the high-level technical skills, but we can slow it down a little bit so that people who are really busy and who just want to learn to sew have a very inspiring space to work in. Something that I found really fascinating was that we had a few people actually say that they wanted to do fashion earlier on, but you know, because the industry didn't pay enough or their family didn't sort of approve, they weren't able to have that experience. But even later in life, they're still thinking about it. So we've become a space where, you know, working professionals or people that are looking for that transition can just do it for the sake of learning the technical skills. And we can feed in the industry level knowledge, but I just love that they're getting sort of a second chance to go on a fashion journey with us. So we provide the fashion experience without the compromise of a living wage. So not to lose sight of being the educator who never dances, Mr. Gregory Hardy is coming later today, and we will be cutting the second prototype for the Wren suit, and it's in a bid to see can we create fine tailoring for women here in Baltimore through my own private label. I am wearing the second prototype for the Sabrina suit, which I'm going to order the lining for, so we're going to be able to finalize this sample run. I have a lot more emails and phone calls to respond to for our fashion school and all the different product services we offer, but I'm really thankful for the community to come through and really show us that there is a need and demand for this, and we're happy to service this next wave of industry. Thank you so much for joining this episode of Sew Bromo's Fashion Innovation Hub. We look forward to seeing you next time.